with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right, you hoping for change.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They fight. Here he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like he goes right after it.
Executed by McPherson up the goal, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time. Let's go ahead and work it downfield. Oh, you got a big play against us? We're coming right back to you. And it didn't go the way they envisioned.
From the 17, Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
11.
He's going to get it again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. The Bengals at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Joe. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. His throw caught by his receiver Hill, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From midfield now, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Here we go.
It didn't exist.
11. 11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Second and 5 now. Tua. And it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tua going to run the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
On the double. Striker, 3-3.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yellow. Ready?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have to. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On one, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to try and go deep again. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Side 2. Hey, computer.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to pass. Tua. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's Hill, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tua going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey,
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
11 empty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
11 empty tank. 11 empty tank. 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
11 empty. 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
11 mighty. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
11 mighty.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. this one away.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11.
They'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow. He finds P-Rod out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throw it. Burrow. He'll drop it off to P-Rod, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Burrow. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high arm, and hoping one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready. Watch out, smash, smash. And cycle.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation